Y'all, somebody tell Latasha to stop doing interviews. Please tell her to stop. Stop it with the interviews. Y'all, ain't no easier way to say this. She back on the internets and on the radio shows, child, lying some more. Let's just get into it, shall we?
Can't ball in my life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming with a force, yeah. Blessing the reap and we coursing on.
All right, y'all. So Latocha Scott goes on to the Ricky Smiley show this morning, and the brat set her straights. Okay, she took up for her friend Candy. Kudos to you, the brat, because I am so tired of people interviewing this clown of a lady and not holding her accountable for her BS, because all of this is straight BS. All right, y'all, I'm gonna play the interview for you. It's not very long, and then we're gonna talk about it afterwards. So I'm gonna take myself off camera, but I'm going to play the audio. Hold on, y'all. It's a commercial. I need to go ahead and invest in YouTube Live. Hold on.
So listen, y'all know we just fun and we just do information and stuff. Information and praise, uplift, or whatever. Now we don't do a whole lot of controversial interviews and stuff, but we got one this morning. But we happy to have because most people avoid controversy like myself. I wouldn't go in but she wants to tell Latocha Scott is on with us this morning. Y'all give her a big round of applause. Latocha Scott. Latasha, thank you for coming this morning.
For sure. But, family, I mean,
Let's go. We are so happy to have you, and thank you for taking this interview. Unplanned and at the last minute, gracing us with your presence. You are a legend. And let's get into it. Latasha, you know Brett, Gary, Maria, Rock T, Special K.
What's up, y'all? What up? Everybody in the building. What's up, Brett?
What's up? So a lot has been said out there in the media about you, and you and your sister Tamika, and we want to clear things up. From your perspective, what happened and where did it start?
I'm not sure. Once we started to film, everything started to go crazy. Like I tell people, I signed up to be celebrated. All of us, to be honest, 30 years in the game, that's what it should have been. There are so many things that I don't understand about editing and just how everything is kind of transpired. So all I can say is I signed up to sing. I signed up for good stuff, and it ended up not being that. And I just wish I never would have signed up for this, to be.
Okay, so she signed up to be celebrated. Girl, what did you think that somebody was going to celebrate you about for all this stuff that you've been doing? Like, this is the most delusional woman in history. And then you see how when Ricky Smiley, God bless his soul, child, he is just like, I am not trying to be in the middle of this drama. I don't know why you want to bring it up on my damn show and put me in the middle of this mess, but I'm going to do it. Everything is always family to her. She always want to soften the blow so that nobody will ask her any questions. Then you see how he said Brat's name. And he says, Brat, he said her first, and then she want to single the Brat out. I wish I could see the video because I know Brat was probably giving her a look because, child Brat over there pregnant. So she is having all the emotions and she probably pissed. She like, you over here about to lie and lie and lie. And I've been around. So you ain't about to play me. Okay. So then she want to say, what's up, Brat? Why you want to single the Brat out? But let's keep going, y'all.
Honest. And with my sister, she's always going to be my sister. That's my family. We go through highs and lows, and everybody got peaks and valleys. It's just right now we're going through it in the public eye. And I just ask that people would allow us to do that without judgment and allow us to be sisters and figure this out, so.
okay, you want to allow everybody to figure this out and for y'all to be sisters, but yet you on the internet doing videos saying that she's a liar and saying, well, you guys see that she lied. Look what she did with Candy. And then she went back and said she didn't say it. But what you forgot in that video is that your sister was out here saying that stuff about Candy and JD's daddy because of you. She was out here making up stuff because she's always had some type of issue where you and your mother are always teaming up against her, just like you and her teamed up against Tiny and Candy all throughout y'all time together in Escape as a foursome. And now she's breaking away from y'all toxic energy and this toxic family bond that y'all have created. So yeah, you doing videos about her, you talking about Candy every 5 minutes, but everything is so spiritual and positive when you get your ass up on these radio shows. Girl, bye. Let's keep going.
So now, Latasha, now this year, you know who this is, so I ain't got to introduce myself to you.
You do.
But Latasha, now we've been following the show SWV and
Yes.
Escape and what have you and stuff, and the madness has been going back and forth with you and Tamika with the $30,000 alleged that you're supposed to have taken from her and your husband Rocky. So my thing is, did y'all take money? And I know you said in the report that to get your sister back, you would give her back the money. And $30,000 is not that much money, especially with you and Rocky. So my thing is, did y'all take the money? Did you cash the check?
I never said give something back. I said I want my sister back.
Oh, you
And I
know,
said if it takes $30,000 to bring us back, then I would. That's what I said. But no, it's a very delicate situation. And no, we didn't steal anything from her. No, we did
Well,
not.
why is she saying that? Why is she saying that?
That's
Because
the question.
there was a video where she actually had the accountant on, and the lady showing the receipts.
There was an accountant on.
That was Lil Tamika mama.
Okay, no, she's
The white
not
lady?
an accountant.
Yeah, that's Lil Tamika mama.
That's yeah, no, she's not.
That's
But
Tiny
she said
mama.
that all the checks went to you and your husband.
That's not true.
Girl, you gonna sit up here and keep on lying. Tamika, where's the cops? Call the cops. Somebody call them, because this is just getting absolutely insane. So now you're gonna sit up here and say, now Tiny mama lying. Okay, so now Tiny, you always want to be the peacemaker and you always want to protect Latasha and you want to play Switzerland all the time. Now she basically saying your mama is a liar. So how you gonna act, Tiny? Tiny was on Twitter the other day saying, well, y'all don't want to hear my little recap, so I'm not even going to do a video at this point because everybody else did it. Basically saying that Tamika she dropped the mic on all of this stuff. Now, Tiny, please get on your YouTube channel or whatever you wanted to call it, Tiny something, and you need to set the record straight for Latasha, because she's sitting right up here. Your mother, as sweet as she is, in the first place to sit up here and sign all of y'all up for this. Okay, she sat up here and signed y'all all up for this money that y'all would not have gotten because you knew nothing about it. And this woman, hook, line, and sinker, signature and all over this paperwork that we done saw, with your address, your husband's name, and everything all over it. You still sitting here lying. It really vexes me that somebody that she really thinks that she has this much, the gall of this woman. And I'm telling you right now, you sitting up here singing all these gospel songs and ain't nobody about to be out here judging nobody. Lord knows that ain't what I'm doing. But ma'am, I hope you can sleep well at night with all this BS that you're doing and constantly somehow how you want to be close to your sister again. You'll give her 30,000. Mind you, Gary with the T called her ass up because he was like, but you said you would give her the $30,000 back if that, whatever. She said, no, let me tell you something. This lady has had some extensive media training because she knows how to hula hoop and crip walk around a daggone question. Okay. Because that's what she did this entire time. Now, if you so-called want to be back with your sister and you want to deal with this situation and move on, why your sister don't have your number? I want somebody to ask her that. Well, you say that you want to mend things and you want to talk to your sister, but it's been, they've said that you only gave Tamika Tiny your phone number. You didn't give your sister Tamika the phone number. You gave Tamika Tiny your phone number, not your sister. That's what I want somebody to ask her. I am so tired of these people tiptoeing and tap dancing around this lady. But let's keep going, y'all, because she pissing me off.
So one thing that Tamika's mama said was that she alleged that you and Rocky changed the address to your apartment in New York versus her house in Hampton. Did that happen?
First of all, my sister didn't live in New York, and no, all of us were staying with my mother, but no.
Now, when she says all of us were staying with my mother, who is all of us? Because Tamika said that she was living in New York. You and Rocky, and maybe your son were staying with your mama, not Tamika. So, girl, here you go, lying some more. Lying, liar, liar, pants and blonde wig on fire. Let's keep going. And Tamika already said she lived in New York. So how you gonna tell this lady where she lived at? Child, okay.
Well, she said she didn't know who Edwin or Edward Bivens it was, and she found out that was your husband.
Okay, well, everybody knows it's not true.
Everybody know.
So what's not true? That his name is not Edward Bivens? Because now you're going to lie about your husband's name? That's not his real name? Let me check Unique's back and double check and see what's his name. Because Shorty got it tattooed biggest day on her back. And I'm pretty sure she's not going to tattoo the wrong name on her back. At least I hope not. Let's keep going.
What's not true?
Edward Bivens, come on now.
Oh, I don't know his name.
Okay.
I know his name.
Well, she does.
Oh. Well, let me just interject and say what I've been saying the whole time. Even when Candy, Tasha, and Tiny came on Dish Nation, I've been around y'all since I was kids, and what I do know to be true is no matter what you did or said when we was little, your sister would definitely take your side, whether you was right or wrong.
And vice versa.
I guess that's how sisters do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was so that made it like 2 against 2, and it made it, because to me, you always seem like the person everybody had to listen to, I guess because you was the oldest. But Candy always seemed to be the one that was hurt and slighted because they had to take your side and follow what you said do.
You said Candy was hurt and slighted?
Yeah, slighted because everybody took your side because you kind of was the leader of the group.
Right, but in what instance can you say that about?
Remember we used to be on tour and stuff like years ago. And Candy would just always seem like she would be sad. Just I don't know, different instances. Like, we was on tour for a long time. We did a lot of stuff together back in the day when we was kids.
I don't remember her being sad though.
Really?
No.
Oh, I think I seen her be sad a lot and kind of like down.
And are you saying that that's because of me, Brett?
I'm saying because they took your side most of the time. It seems like. Because even if you wasn't right or if you was wrong, your sister would always take your side, and you was like the leader of the group back then. Was you not like the leader back then?
Well, at the end of the day, that's my sister, and most times when you have a sibling, that's the bond that you have. It's not so much as trying to bully anybody. It's just that's how we were brought up. That's the bond. As far as me being the leader, I've always been that person who when it comes down to it. Musical, making sure everybody was on their notes and stuff like that. So when you're speaking, I don't know what instance you're speaking about, but
girl, stop sitting up here lying. You are trying to dance and break dance around what Brett is saying. Brett is basically telling you, ma'am, that I was there. So you're trying to sit up here and make me look like I'm crazy? That's what you're trying to do? You trying to tell Brett that she don't know what she's talking about? Or you trying to make her give a specific situation in which you were mean to Candy? Girl, this is semantics at this point. You know that you were mean and rude to that girl. And she's telling you that everybody used to take your side because you were the oldest and you felt like you had the most clout because you were older than them. Go ahead and just stop. Stop with the semantics. The bottom line is, Latocha Scott is extremely jealous of Candy Burris. She looks at Candy's life and wishes that it was her. She feels entitled to it being her. But you didn't do the work that Candy did. You're not as smart as Candy because you over there listening to your dumbass husband that's probably sitting in the background smirking, thinking that all of this that he's doing, he's over here trying to correct the PR that's around you, which let me tell you something, Rocky. Or Edward, or whoever the hell your name is, because now that ain't your damn name, okay? All that little shit that you used to do in the 90s, where when you was messing around with um R. Kelly and all these people that you said you had connections with, you ain't got shit on the internet, sir. The internet is busting it wide open on you, and it's going to always bring it back. Once it's on the internet, it's there forever, in my Cardi B voice. So all of this little shit that you doing to try to make everybody else look bad and take the heat off of you, we still got the bird's eye right on your forehead. We know that you cheated for 5 years. We know that you're out here trying to run interference because y'all stole that money from her sister, your sister-in-law. Allegedly all over the place, because child, Shay Renee Online ain't got nothing to do with none of this stuff. I am simply giving my opinion. But anybody with two damn eyes can see, and two ears to listen, can see that all of this stuff that y'all are doing is a bag of bullshit. And the biggest advice that anybody can give to Latasha is to shut the fuck up. Stop talking. Just stop doing all these interviews, because you're making yourself look stupider and dumber by the minute. Let's finish this up, y'all.
Just what I did witness about her being like sad and stuff.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
All right, y'all. We got.
She was sad.
I think she said that. I actually rewatched the other show. What's the other one y'all did before this one? And I think she was like almost crying, saying, "How could you not see when she was sad? She was sad all the time, and she felt attacked all the time, or something like that."
Okay, well, no, I don't remember that. I remember her saying that she felt like we didn't have a bun, she and I.
Right.
But not that she was sad all the time. This is my first time hearing that.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We got Latocha.
And she didn't have no feelings about that. First of all, if somebody is telling you that one of your group mates, somebody that you talking about, you always talking about family this and family that. If that's the case, the proper response, if Rocky is such a PR person, she should have had a heart there and said, you know what, if I was making Candy feel sad, or if you're insinuating that I made Candy feel sad, that's something that her and I need to have a conversation about, because I'm not aware of that, and I would love to discuss that with her so that we can kind of break those barriers. Now, what she's not going to admit, there was a scene that Candy talked about in her speak on it, where her and Latasha did have it out. That scene where Coco and her son and Latasha and Candy were in the studio. Yeah, Candy said that they actually had it out in there. She told her, Candy basically let out all her feelings and told Latasha how she felt. And Tasha didn't give a damn. She sat there just as stoic as she'd been sitting, looking like the Tin Man with a blonde wig on, like she'd been looking in all these episodes. That is a nasty, vile woman. And you want to go out here and sing, Take Me to the King. Girl, you're going to be praying that you get to him after doing all of this stuff. I don't know who you think is buying this gospel album. I don't know who you think is going to stream it, because nobody at this point is even going to stream it to laugh at it. Child, this has just gotten completely out of control. And you know what? All of this stems back to that mama, because the mother created this dynamic between these two women. That is one nasty woman. She has reignited herself in her oldest daughter. And that is one hateful, spiteful somebody. Tasha is going through some stuff in her life behind the scenes. And Gary with the T was like, I'm sure you and Rocky got the money. Y'all could go ahead and give her the $30,000 if that's what you want to do. I beg to differ. I don't think they have the money at all. Because why were y'all living with your mother? Also, if y'all had so much money, why, and y'all go back and watch that video I did with the mistress and the text messages, why is Rocky's allegedly his American Express card declining and he's trying to get rooms for him and the mistress in those text messages that she had? Riddle me that, Batman. Y'all got so much money. Is it Tamika's money? Hashtag where's Tamika's money, Tasha? In my Scotty by Nature voice. Give your sister her money back plus tax. You sitting over here wearing Louis Vuitton robes in your empty ass house. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. You are so I cannot do I can't do this. You know, a lot of people always talking about they're sisters and their family, and I hope this will work. It's a lot of people with some fucked up family members out here. And we just seen it live and in living color on TV. She kept on talking about some, this reality TV thing, I'm just not used to this and the editing. I am so sick and tired of people that go on reality TV saying that dumb stuff. Can't nobody record what you didn't do. Period. If you didn't do it, nobody can edit it, run it back, roll that beautiful bean footage. They can't roll the footage of what you didn't do or say. The entire time you were on this show, you have been nasty beyond control. And I'm telling you, God don't like ugly. You so spiritual, but not. That's why your album is going to flop. And that's why when your album flops, you will have nobody to blame but yourself for your nasty ass attitude. Jermaine Dupri also did an interview years ago. I just saw it on Jamie That's Me's channel. Y'all go check her out as well. She showed the interview with Jermaine Dupri where he said, first of all, Tasha has never had a conversation with Jermaine Dupri about how why her album didn't come out and all this, that, and the third, because she's just so sick. I'm telling y'all, in my opinion, I feel like Tasha got a whole wall of Candy's pictures with a dart on her forehead in a room somewhere. Like, she is so obsessed with this woman that is sick. But Jermaine Dupri, at the beginning of the interview, he says, I don't know why Skate woke up. But then he says, well, I guess it's because, I feel like Tasha might have been upset. I know she was mad that I let Candy sing lead on a lot of songs, but I'm a creator. So when I hear a song, I'm going to go with whatever voice I think sounds best on the record. And he said Candy's voice was the one that came to me that sounded the best on the records that were in. I was right, because those records did well. Period. Tasha tried to make it seem like her voice is so amazing, and he is so wrong for not putting her in lead for most of these songs, because why not? I'm Latocha Scott. I'm amazing. Kiss my ass. No, you're not. A creative person is going to go with what they think is going to sell, because at the end of the day, he's a businessman and he wants to sell the songs, not your ego. And clearly your ego has been getting you in a lot of damn trouble, Miss Lady. You need to drop it. Drop the bullshit, please. And take it to Jesus, because we no longer give a fuck. Thank y'all for watching, because that's the end of the interview. The rest of it was basically them talking about her daggone album that ain't nobody gonna damn buy. And, that's that on that, y'all. Thank y'all for coming on and watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.